Hello and welcome to episode 39 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 42, day 12. Just on the front side of a drought in the next 2 days. So, probably should do something about our water situation prior to taking care of anything else, but like I have said continuously for the past, let me check my notes here, forever, everything takes time. So, I'm gonna have to keep hiding this so I can actually see. But we really need to build some of these aquifer pumps. We have the small one, we have the large one. The large one is a pretty big pump. I don't really know where it's gonna fit, just because of the way that we have this whole thing situated. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, we could modify how this entire power transmission area is set up. But for right now, I think it's probably going to end up being best to just put in one of these, maybe right here, just because it's going to fit. Oh, I don't have science for it. Never mind. We're not going to do that. Put this thing in turbo mode, though, and go back to what we were working on previously, which is everything. But we have all of these things right here that we were going to use to get this cleared out, and it's cleared out. So those don't need to be there anymore. We have all of these brambles up here, which I actually got a good suggestion in the comments, and that was to, instead of having these as stripes, just have them as a checkerboard, so that everything can get cut a lot more quickly and repopulate a lot more quickly. It is kind of hard to see because of, well, everything, but we should be able to, all else equal, get this nice and configured to make a whole lot more sense. So we'll actually do that partly right now. But one of the things we're really going to need to try and figure out today is, outside of the water, we've really got to get coal dealt with. It is such a bottleneck just because we make so much of it. So we just need to be making more stuff. I know it's easier said than done, but it has really become a problem. But there's only so much you can do, because, of course, everything takes time. So, once I get a couple more of these situated here, then we'll go and take a look at some of our options. But, oh, can't do that. Can't have those next to each other. Yeah, we'll just leave this bit undone for now, and then we'll come back and do something like that later. Because I know you guys don't want to watch me do this endlessly. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got this whole area can get unmarked for cutting. I'm sure that's going to help with something. Then, oh, this whole thing, too. Look at us go. We're making improvements here. That was a balloon just flying by. But one of the things that we were doing to help solve our water situation a long time ago, a couple episodes ago, we were deepening this. And if I had the dynamite, I'd keep doing it. I just can't make it fast enough because we have so much other stuff going on. And as soon as we get the science, I am going to need to unlock the aquifer pumps and put them up here. But to get rid of the coal, there really isn't any better way to do it than just build more production stuff. Make it possible to actually accomplish anything. Because you take a look at our factories here. They're making, currently this one's making drill bits. Let's take a look at the other one. It uses coal and scrap metal to make metal blocks. But, for whatever reason, we have not been building additional storage for metal blocks. We did start over here, but it takes so much time to get stuff done that it kind of becomes prohibitive after a certain point. I know we have these gigantic storage piles that we need to, at some point, do something with. But we're just now getting to the point where we can actually store more metal just because of how huge everything is. It just turns into this big, enormous problem we have to do something to solve. So, that's why we're doing this. I'm going to end up putting, I guess, honestly, probably right here would make the most sense. Just put another set of ladders backed up like so. Yeah, and eventually when those come out, we'll put in 3 more over there. That should help at least a little bit take care of some of our coal problem just by virtue of, you know, using it to make metal. We already have scrap metal that we're dealing with. There's just so much to take care of. It is very overwhelming. We do have, thankfully, these 2 balloons trading with the polar beavers that are taking 200 coal every 3 days. And in return, we get foreign food, which I actually don't think we have any in stock right now. No, we don't. The exotic seed storage, I'm going to turn into foreign food storage because that's supposed to be what we're getting in from here, and then that'll eventually get something done. We also have our high temperature foundry that is currently actually just about ready to go. We've got 349 out of 500 clay. We do still need to come up here and, I guess, bridge over this way. But what we're going to end up actually doing is taking some dynamite and just blasting this out. This specific thing right here. Because what's going to end up happening is this space, we're going to take this coal out and move it somewhere else. And this space, once we put in additional terrain blocks here and here, is going to become an iron drill, which should help kind of balance out our coal situation. But it's just one of those things. You just really, really can't do anything to any degree of quickness. I gotta come up with more ways to say it than just it takes time, because I'm pretty sure at least a few of you are furious that I keep using that. But at any rate, we'll just get it done. It's what we got to do. So since we're over here, we're going to peel back the layers a little bit until we get to the second floor of the library, which actually, you know, it might not let me do. But I've been informed that the library actually is able to store things on the second floor, which it certainly can. And one of those things it can store is sky exploration points, which we'll go ahead and do because we need those. I don't know if they're points or whatever, but we need to have some sort of storage for those things because we have so much going on. Now, this is supposed to have nenufars, rice balls, chestnuts, and pumpkin chips in it, but we have not been able to keep up with production on pretty much any of those things. And as a result, more than half of our 9,200 food is just braised cabbage. Which, hey, that's great because we needed it, but obviously our pumpkin situation leaves a little bit to be desired. These guys are certainly going to have their work cut out for them to keep up with everything, but I think they can do it. I think they just don't have any storage for pumpkins. Yeah, okay, that's full, 100 out of 100. So we need storage for pumpkins like I didn't need anything else to cram over here. But I guess... See, I need somewhere better to do this. 'Cause there's really not a lot of tremendously great places to pop things over here. But I guess it probably would make sense to just put it right here. This log storage probably doesn't need to be in this exact spot, but it's already here. There's not really any compelling reason to move it, so we'll just leave it alone. Let them take care of that. And instead, I will build a large warehouse here for pumpkins. If I can find pumpkins in here. So I remember what pumpkins look like. There we go. Because we have a lot of these that can't be harvested because there's nowhere to put them. So that is really something I should have caught a long time ago. But I didn't. Gonna super prioritize this dynamite in the event that we're ever able to actually make dynamite. And see, we're already pretty much out of water in here. In fact, it's not pretty much, it just is. There's a tiny bit in the bottom right here, but that's all she wrote. We do, thankfully, if I can remember where to put anything, we have 5 of these pumps up here now, including the upgrades. So that should help us a lot once this is actually ready to go. And hey, look, the tree nursery got finished, and now we have grapes planted, so I don't know how I missed that. That's looking good. The giant sequoias can, in fact, be planted. I think, a 3x3 space. So, I guess I just have to kind of figure out where I can put any of these, but we got to get these growing immediately. So if I place that there, and they go to plant the tree, what space does it take? Okay. So it is 3x3. So that's why... Maybe it's more than 3x3. Okay, no, because it lets me do that. Okay, well, obviously, that one's not going to work, so... Hold on, I don't want that planted there, because I don't have extra available space. So these are going to end up being staggered. Yeah, because I can put that one there. I guess that's fine. It's not ideal, whatever, but... Eventually, we're going to have to be able to do something with all this. It's just right now I don't have the space to pop it, so that's going to go... We'll just plant these here. Then I'll have something else I can plant in these other areas. But this will fit here. That'll fit there. That'll fit there. And yeah, you know what? We're just going to roll with this. We're going to roll with this. We got our little grove of giant sequoias that somehow magically are already the tallest thing you've ever seen. And then when they grow, it's like, well, they're giant sequoias. They just get absolutely enormous. So we've got math. 4, 8, 10 of these, because I have to have paths here. Other things we can plant. These trees, which will remain unspoken by myself because I apparently don't know how to pronounce anything. I thought I was going to be able to stick somewhere, but I guess these are another 3x3 thing? Why is it only letting me plant this on a path? Alright, well, forget it. We're not going to grow those then. Banana trees apparently have to go inside of a greenhouse, which we do not have. I'm not actually sure where in the menus the greenhouse is. Here's the tree nursery. That's obviously not the thing. Is it one of these industrial buildings, advanced things? Upper hydroponic farms, that's not the same thing. That's mega platforms, fruit bars, buffet canteens. Yeah, like I feel like I should really know where this is, but there's so much stuff in this mod I have no hope of finding it. That's a nuclear power plant. That almost certainly isn't it. Yeah, see that's Everblossom Farm. Rice, green peas, sunflower, cabbage. No, it's not there. It wouldn't be under food, would it? Oh. Okay, it is under food. Alright, well... Okay, I don't have the science for it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the important thing is that it's only, well, at this point it's 16 minutes, but 15 minutes into the video, we started planting the giant sequoias. They're going to take a really long time to grow. So we're just going to leave them like they are. If I had the dynamite, I would be blasting this down, but I don't, so this is about the best we could do with what we have. So that being said, we have grapes. We've got extra space. I really should be using to my full advantage here. So, you know, I'm probably going to have to, because I can't figure out how those get planted. I guess I just have to plant more grapes. Seems maybe a little stupid to do it this way, but what else am I going to do? This is in range, right? Yes, okay. Okay, so we got a little bit more space. So that is... Okay, no, I actually have a little bit more space back here. I don't know if they can get to it. Check this again. Okay, so this right here is not going to work. But every bit of land accessible, reasonably, Buy the tree nursery. It now has grapes or giant sequoias planted on it. And then those can be taken to the wine cellar, which at some point is going to stop making a chestnut beer. And then I guess let's take a look at the recipe for the wine cellar. Yeah, so that's 50 grape juice in 4 hours turns into 50 wine, which of course means we have to crush the grapes in one of those crusher graper things. So that is the screw press, which is going to require something somewhere. I guess if we're gonna have to, you know, put stuff somewhere, we might as well figure out a way to make it work. That's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but this, oh man, I can't flip this either. Oh, the way that this mod does power distribution is gonna be the death of me, I swear. That's like the only place I can really put this for right now, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. Oh, well, I can't get over here because I've got a tree in the way. Of course they're gonna build that first. All right. Do I have? Okay, you know what? No, we can build. We could build ladders. I'll just put one here. Why did I orient it that way? No, that needs to go up against the side of the cliff. There we go. Get that out of here, get that out of here, get that out of here. And then I can have a couple of these. And around the back side here, we just have to have power shafts appropriately. And we'll just go up like that. We can build all this from above. That'll have to be a... I'll build this as a T intersection, because why not? Of course, they built this completely first without any other problems. Still waiting on clay. Clay shouldn't be an issue. Oh, okay, because this is dry. All right, well, that is absolutely why. That's what's happening there. Well, at some point they'll get this figured out, and then we'll get everything else figured out. And this is a semi-watertight building, so I actually can't put another one here unless I use a tall levee, which I think we're going to end up doing. But the problem we might end up running into is I don't know if I can have... Oh, okay, I can. We're good. I was about to say, I don't know if I can have an overhang walkway going on to that. Like, it doesn't matter. It's going to be fine. Alright, so that disaster zone we can come back and take a look at later. Oh, see, these are starting to dry out. Well, it's going to take 1,000 days to do that, but... the other thing I was going to say is now it's a lot easier for me to actually see this because it's not green on green. Ultimate eye-destroying camouflage. But, yeah, we just need to make sure this is being appropriately taken care of. Not necessarily, you know, every single one of these has to be done. But if I ignore it forever, then it's never going to get better. So just a little bit here and there as we go about the rest of our business. So I'll finish this row. Actually, there's so little left of this, we might as well just go ahead and do all of it. Okay, that's the source block, so that's not going to work. There we go. And that's all she wrote. That'll work, folks. They can take care of everything and store all of their whatever they want, wherever they want. And then I just have to figure out a way to get path over here once this is all accessible, which I guess it is. And whether or not I want to use double platforms or tall platforms or whatever here instead of the overhangs. These are actually cheaper to do this way. Alright, so that works. If that's going to be set up like that, go ahead and set this to be grape juice. Because we know we have so much power, we might as well go ahead and build another one of these just right here. That's already connected. Make sure that set to grape juice. And then this is going to have a storage. And then we're going to need to probably, yeah, because that comes in here. I guess that's fine to leave it that way. It's just a little bit of a journey to go crush the grape juice and then bring it back, but hey, who's keeping track? Well, probably somebody's keeping track. This, however, will be a good place to put... Come on. This will be a good place to put in a tank for the juice. As soon as I remove this thing here. As soon as that tree's gone, I can put stairs there and then put a building here that will block the stairs. Yeah, that's going to end up being medium tank. Set that to store. Where's my grape juice? There's my grape juice. So if there's nobody down here, let's actually expedite that by completely removing it. And there we go. This will work for right now for what we are trying to do. I guess if I really feel like punishing myself, I'll be able to put in other stuff underneath this. Actually, that's what I should have done. That's what I should have done this whole time, but hey. I'll tell you what. We will just remove these trees. Then I can just build storages for grapes underneath this stuff, because they have that ladder right there that can go up and down. Of course, there's no more clay here because we don't have water for the clay, and we won't for another 2 days. And our water for our beavers to drink is getting a little bit scarce too. So much to keep up with here. But this will really help, having this access here. And you know what we can do is once I have this storage built underneath, we can actually use that as a way to get across here. So give me the grape storage. Just go right there. And then I suppose what we'll end up doing, just tall platform, bring this all the way around. And then we have space over here to put another one of those tanks if we feel so inclined. But that connects all this. I thought I put this here. Okay. And once this is blasted down, this will be a whole lot easier for us to get a hold of. But this is looking good. It's looking good. Let's check and see if our... Oh, this is completely dry? Yeah, that's going to be annoying. We have one super fertilizing irrigation tower bath fancy blueprint, which means we need to go ahead and make one of these things, make fancy ones, and then make this one make copies. And then once that's finished, we will, in theory, once we have 300 science, be able to unlock this and build some. Because they are massively, massively better than these little irrigation towers. We did talk about that a little bit with how this was situated, and I think I might have to move where some of my grapes are built. But we're not there yet, so I don't need to worry about it yet. So that'll be a fun problem to solve later. So this is not accessible because I did not put a path in, so that's fixed. Then I've got space here. I don't think I'm ever going to have this many grapes. But you know what? I'm not going to build it until I need it, but at some point we probably will need to. But this is now available, and we can also put other buildings on top of this should we need to or choose to. So that's good to see. Let's pop this blueprint thing open again. I've got 44 sky exploration points. That's good. Always going to need those, because this is still attempting to get some. Using methane paper pencil sets. So on and so forth. I don't see pencil sets in stock here, so... These guys... Oh, they need clay, of course. Is there a better way to get clay? So I feel like... Okay, I don't remember where the clay goes. So this is just the clay pit. I'm pretty sure is the only way to do it, huh? There's no industrial clay pit. No. So we're going to need to have another one of these probably up here in our reservoir. Not this one, because that's nasty water. But we could very much benefit from that. Excuse my biological need to sneeze incessantly, but rest assured I will spare you from that nonsense noise. So it has to be built on the ground, which means I can't put it here, and I did use a bunch of space that I otherwise maybe could have used for this. What am I gonna do with this? I could take away... No, okay, no, I need those primitive smelters. And maybe don't need as many as I think I do, but for now, it's what we have. So I guess I can't really do too much of anything else. I don't have anywhere to put this thing. I really don't. Unless I want to go way out of my way. You know what? What if... See, people had kind of suggested this already. This is a levee that is completely sealed this off, so all the water's coming through here. If we wanted to remove this primitive dam, well, they didn't say you had to remove the primitive dam, but wanted to see if I could do a double stack over here in a place that would actually fit one. So you do the upgrade, like, oh no, I can't actually build that one because I haven't unlocked the upgrade. Do like that guy, and then, is it not going to let me, maybe it has, aha, there it goes. Wait, so what's the difference here? It's not a directional thing. I don't think. Well, that's the only place it can actually fit is on top of this. And okay, there it goes. I want to know why that one piece has the louvers like that. Anyway, what this will do is once it is constructed, keep more water in here. I mean, it's not really going to make that much of a difference, but every little bit counts. So they'll do that. This probably should all be moved over to a side. So if I do that, gets that up to here. There we go. I just have to get rid of all these power shafts before somebody actually builds them. This is all collectible. So that'll make sense. But the reasoning behind doing that was so that I could possibly at some point in time collect more water up here once they have that finished, and then maybe look at reconfiguring our area here just a tiny bit, where I could put in a clay thing somewhere over here. Like these little tiny storages for water we don't need. So that's actually 2 of those right there. If I were to go ahead and move this bridge, is it tool storage? We just really don't need this stuff out here. If I move this over 1, that is going to give me enough space to pop that guy right there. Now, did I need to redo the dam to do that? No, but I needed to redo the dam so I had water deep enough for this to be accessible. So, if that goes away, then we'll put our... I forgot that was on top of the other thing. But that can go there. And then everything else follows. I know this needs to be moved over. But interestingly enough, moving this over 1 would allow me to completely tear this down and add another base unit and another upgrade. Which I think at this point, honestly, I'm kind of scrambling just for things I can do to improve literally anything. But that's the way it goes. 93% of the way done there. This still has not been finished, which is... Oh, it needs clay, of course. This is the biggest priority. And I know we don't need clay forever for everything, but I figured we might as well try to make this as easy as we possibly can, if we have the ability to do that. So let's give the suspension bridge a little bit of a boost here. Because as soon as that's built, I can just completely redo this entire mess. I know I can already just do that. I probably should have rebuilt these during the drought. I know. It's day 2. Why'd you go ahead and start it now? It's fine. It's going to be okay. Just have to get it done. And I know there are a lot of things people keep suggesting. I cannot do everything. Period. I just cannot do everything. But I also cannot do everything at the same time. So, have noticed a couple people starting to get irritated that I'm not doing what they're suggesting. I am one person. I don't have the ability to do everything all at once. I promise I'm not deliberately ignoring you. Sometimes I just miss stuff. So these guys aren't doing anything, huh? Well, I can't really take them out. 16%, we're not going to see that today. But we have planted the trees, and they will be able to be used at some point. So, this water coming in, I'm actually curious to see if it's going to be enough of a flow to get this water high enough with all of these pumps in here. I think the answer might actually be no. It might not be enough. Well, that kind of makes this a little bit less of a fun thing then, huh? There just isn't enough juice to this. Unless I have water escaping somewhere else, I don't think so. Maybe it's just because it needed so much water to go in here, but these pumps just continuously go. And I need water, so it's not like I can afford not to be using all that. I've just got to get this area pumping more stuff. What I really need to do is I need to dam this up a lot. And then have a lot more pumping happening. And I keep getting the comment several times now, just build a channel between here and here. Well, no, I can't do that. One, because this is higher than this, and this water level never gets high enough to come through here. Two, it's so far away, and I would have to blast through this or have some sort of other levee thing. It's not going to work. It is just not something that is possible for us to do. The easiest way is going to be for either this dam to get crazy huge tall or this dam to get crazy huge tall, and I'm not the architectural mind to figure something out. I know people have submitted designs for this thing, and my brain does not work the way yours does. I'm sorry. You can, you really, like, I can't explain it. I also have to redo this as soon as we get anything else going, and that's kind of going to cause problems, so we're not going to mess with that for right now. But we do still need to add more pumps. I was going to redo these, and then I wasn't going to redo them, and then I had the opportunity to do it in the drought, and I didn't do it. And now I'm kind of concerned about not having enough sunflower oil to make the deep water pumps. Because I don't have enough sunflowers, because we haven't had enough of those, and we need to keep planting more and more and more and more and more of them, and it's just never enough. And this was dry? Why was this dry? Okay, that is a problem. So I thought that was being irrigated appropriately. I don't have enough science to build a giant irrigation tower anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, but man. Everything needs to be prioritized, I know. If everything is prioritized, nothing is prioritized. Yep. That's the way she goes. Seriously, we only have... Okay. Well, at least we're getting clay at this point. I am growing more and more concerned about the ability of this to be enough water to do anything. Let alone keep this completely filled up. So, I have too many beavers to actually, do that. So I'm just going to set this to a capacity of 2. And I need to rebuild these anyway, so why don't we just go ahead and I know that let the screaming commence. Don't take it out, you have no water, you can't take it. I need to because I need this to fill up with water so I can have other stuff go on. It's going to be okay, I promise. I also said I was going to put these in a different spot. It's going to be alright. We will survive. So now I got 7 homeless beavers, but not for long. And yes, I know I need to put dynamite in because I'm doing all this anyway. Oh, why did it put this out here? Oh my god, dude. It's like redstone from hell. Gotta be like my least favorite thing that happens in this game is stuff just gets shoved random spots. Alright. And of course, all these other materials and water in the debris right there. But that can all get removed, and maybe if in the next couple of days this actually gets tall enough for us to even consider putting in, well, anything over here, then we'll be good to go. If not, then, well, I wasted a whole bunch of time and pumping potential on something that wasn't going to work. But sometimes you just have to be able to do stuff, you know? Let's give it a shot. 391 clay. See, this is why I need clay. I really need clay, something fierce. So, I had that at 2 workers the whole time. Alright, well that probably would speed things up if we had that fully employed. This can become unpaused. Pumping water from the top of this thing probably is not a great thing to have more than one of these pumps, just because it's going to outpace the cannon. But it is nice to be able to have that option. And this ENS we have not been able to do anything with because I can't make the stuff to research the PhD in nuclear physics or robotics. Take a look at this. See, it's just we don't have the nuclear waste. We don't have robot parts. We don't have ruins exploration because we haven't gotten to that yet. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, see, like up here is an underground ruins we can build something on, but it's underneath bad water, so we got to get that cleared out. I want to say there was another one somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. I feel like we have identified this already. Well, somewhere, somehow, there's additional ruins exploration that could be ruins explored. Thank you, lag. Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay, so we're going to completely ignore that. This is basically our only option. We have to build levees around this thing. And, I mean, it's set up pretty obviously for that to be the case, but... I mean, to build the actual levees, they have to come in from the outside like that. And otherwise, it's got to be buildings, which is what is... that's one of the most frustrating things about this mod, man. Is nothing as easy like it is in the original game. It just does not exist. So anything, like to completely enclose this, it's got to be houses. It just has to be houses. These dams aren't going to do anything because this is already 2 blocks deep. So this is, oh man. See, this is why I haven't gotten into this. Because unless the structure that goes on top of this, I'm like 99% sure. Well, first of all, where even is it? It's not in the science thing. Oh, here it is. Abyss exploration. See, this right here. I mean, I guess this is probably not okay being flooded. But I gotta be able to block it off. And I don't have any way to stop bad water. I don't think. Normally that would have been in science or water or something. I mean, I got the bad water pumps, I got the other bad water pumps, and that's pretty much it. I mean, these things are able to be used as levees, but it's a house. I already have 500 beavers. What am I supposed to do? I got no options, man. I'm beside myself. I really, truthfully, do not know what I'm going to be doing. But this is actually kind of filling up a little bit, so let's, first of all, remember where the clay thing is. There we go. Wait a second. Oh, this doesn't let me go on. Oh, God. I can't put that there because it's not tall enough. Okay, this is going to be stupid. Can I? No. Okay, that doesn't work. Man! What am I supposed to do with this, though? Alright, I don't have anywhere else to put it up here. God, that's so infuriating. Okay, well, at least I only need 51 up here. I guess I'm just going to have to keep putting these stupid things in here. I really don't have any other option, do I? I really don't. And this, like, why do I even still have this? It's 13% power for mushroom juice and planks. So that's not really something that's good at going here. Mechanics Lodge making gears. I've already made all these blueprints, so I really don't need this building at all except to make gears, and I don't really need... I already have full storage on gears. I got full storage on... Wait, I have full storage on dirt? Well, that means we can build terrain. But I'm less interested in building terrain than I am at actually destroying it. So, let's... is this going to be stupid? Alright, I'm going to do this paused so that I can't actually... Okay, so it would let me do that. But this would have to be substantially deeper than... Alright, you know what, forget it. I tried to do something that made sense and the game said, no, you can't do that because you're stupid. So, let it be known that that's what happened. Why can I not get grapes? Surely I have harvested grapes. Where are my grapes? Oh, the vines have to grow. Duh. Okay. Never mind. That was the vines growing, but they're almost done with the crops. Oh, this is so far away, though. Just like that. Sound effects included. I need a... There's so many stinking trees here. On all these different levels, it's like a Herculean multi-generational effort to clear these trees, which we will not be doing. Alright, 12 more clay. I want to get clay here. It's such a disaster trying to accomplish anything. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I gotta figure out a way to get into this thing. But everything is a house. So, literally, everything is a house. We've been over this. If I use my triple watertight lodges with the entrance on the second floor, just to do this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can't do that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, can't do that. So I've already got 10 of these, and the entrances are still underwater. And I have this that I can't... I mean, I could maybe do this, but that's pretty stupid looking. Alright, so that would be completely blocked off. That's 10 of those. And then 4 of these tall, narrow lodges that also have 3. So it's basically 12. It's basically the same capacity as 12 of these. That's a lot. That's a lot of extra beavers. That's like close... It's not 100, whatever, but... Just building this and having it be inhabited would take us over 600 beavers. Also, we can, you know, get people down here. Well, beavers down there to explore the human ruins, and there's no guarantee this would not overtop because there's so much bad water here. I know probably the right thing to do is just have this blast off the side of the map, but that requires dynamite that we don't have. And we cannot afford. So, you know, this is why stuff takes such a long time in this mod. So, we will not be building that here. If you have any idea how in the insert word here I can figure out how to do anything with this, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like, all right, forget it. We just can't do that tech tree. Because what am I supposed to do with this? Honestly. I can think of nothing I can even accomplish with that. Holy guacamole, this is finally done. We have 20 beavers working in here and nobody lives here. Thank God, who would want to live in a high temperature foundry. And now we're making glass. Or in theory, we can make glass with our methane and our quartz. Quartz being stored... Okay, this is still pretty far away. Over here. But now we have all this space over here that we can utilize once we Hey, look, I need more dynamite. Yay! The quartz is going to go here. Then methane can go right here, and that's just going to be it. That's going to be what it is. Then we can have another storage for other stuff. There's so much stuff in here, man. Oh, okay, the methane actually got brought up here pretty quick. So maybe this should be a deprioritized dynamite. But as soon as we get these beavers in here, yeah, we're making glass. We're making glass, and it only stores 30, so I have to have a storage for glass panes. And that goes in a warehouse or something else. Okay, so that's going to fit. I'm going to have to just put this here. No, that's going to go in a pile. Okay. Flip, rotate. Alright, so we can store 112 glass panes, and the glass panes, of course, are required for our clockwork hydroponic farms. That was the last huge, enormously difficult to bake piece of the puzzle, minus the robotic arms. The robotic arms, of course, having to come from the assembly line, which requires 800 science to unlock, but otherwise, we've got the materials for it. So that is going to be a good use of metal once we can get that put in place. But I've got to find a place for that to go, and let's see. Oh, that's a nice looking building with the stuff like that. The power input is where? Okay, right there at the top. That's not going to be difficult to do. But I've got to have... Okay, so that'll go here. Okay, but then I'm going to have to redo my everything. But this would not be a terrible spot for it, assuming the beavers can actually get into this. Is that a lower floor entrance? It is. Okay, so that would have to be replaced with ladders, which I was going to do anyway. And then I had this I was going to try to take care of. Oh, there's so many things. I'm not going to be able to remember all of it, but I did need to put dirt here because we're trying to put the iron drill in this spot. So that's something that we can definitely work on. Alongside blowing these up right here. These three. And then that can just get removed. I've already unlocked the iron drill. So that can just go right here as soon as we move all of this stuff out. We can prepare by moving that here. And take that out. This is actually not very full of coal. So, oh, now the dirt was what was stopping this from going. Okay. Now we have no coal. It's funny how that works, right? It's like an infinite feedback loop of something else is the problem. But we actually have a pretty good amount of glass panes getting produced, and now our unemployment is substantially lower because we are using the high temperature foundry to do high temperature foundry things. And this now has grapes. Doesn't have enough grapes, but it does have grapes. Oh, look at those nice purple grapes. There we go. And then this is still making chestnut beer, which means that the... Well, actually, I need to keep making chestnut beer, so maybe I should just build another wine cellar somewhere, if I can find a spot for it. This is... Oh, no, that was grape storage. Okay, well, I guess you can never have too much grape storage. Bramble flowers are going, I suppose. Yep, that's fine. This is making pollution resistance factor, which we don't need anymore. Yeah, okay, so now this can make alcohol distillation from the chestnut beer. Until we get to wine, whenever that happens. Alright, like every time I boot up Waterbeavers, it's like I lose an hour of my life and I emerge more confused. While somehow actually still accomplishing something. But the chestnut flower now probably should be going to make weird udon, but I don't have enough grape juice to start making wine yet. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and switch this over to wine, just so we can make that work. And then this can go probably... Okay, now I still have chestnut flower. I mean, they can just drink the chestnut beer if I just go ahead and turn that into something else there. I can't help but think I've forgotten a whole bunch of stuff. I probably have. 31%, yep, okay. That's... Like, how long is it going to take to get grape juice going? These are both ready to go. Okay, one grape juice. One singular grape juice. They're probably drinking it. Cowards. It needs to be made into wine. That's prioritized by haulers, which means this... Both of these need... Everything needs to be prioritized. There is no escape the prioritization. Everything must be prioritized. But now this is actually deep enough to come through here. And I don't think I... Yeah, let's say I don't have any of this. We're just going to leave this like it is for now. These guys can pump because now it is high enough for this to reach, so we can leave that like so. I need so much more stuff than I currently have in so many different ways, and it is just an unending slog here. Glass panes, though. We got those. Little storage racks. That's kind of cute. But I need to put in desperately. Well, I'd have to have the science to research this, but I need to put in an assembly line so I can make robotic arms, so I can make the clockwork thing, so we can take back some of our farmland to grow other stuff. But this... Okay, good. This terrain block is actually in place. So that's progress, I suppose. I mean, it's just the amount of time that this stuff takes is truly boggles the mind. So this would actually be a good thing to put right here, because the aquifer pumps would not fit. I just have to have some other way of getting beavers over here. That would be... Wait, hold on. Is that gonna play nice here when I do one of these? Oh, cool. I don't need to remove this. I just need to replace this specific straight power shaft with a T intersection. I know I'm gonna make it a 4-way because why not? Just cut off power to all this. I got my fingers on the wrong buttons because my life is a disaster when I play the water beavers. All right, this is going to... Oh, that was already... All right. This is going to become a ladder, and then this will just go straight across. So what we can do with this then is... that'll work there, and then I want to make sure that I'm ready for this. That'll work. I just have to have 800 science. That'll be pretty much perfect for our assembly line. This needs another 700 dirt. But at least we have somewhere to put the dirt. So that's a good thing. The waste rock is being chucked out by our trebuchet. Everything else is just kind of going. We do have grape juice making wine, which is nice. Whether or not the beavers drink the wine until it can be turned into strong alcohol is a different question entirely. The library, by the way, still has not made nursing licenses unless I'm stupid. Nope, I'm stupid. We have a nursing license. I guess this can go back to making science then. Because it was going to take 800 years otherwise. So, finally, 39 episodes into this, whatever you want to call this. Oh, I almost have 200 science, so that's good. Laboratory... Oh, I don't have laboratory glassware. Hold on. No, I gotta make laboratory glassware. That goes in... This guy making drill bits, but he can't make drill bits because I don't have sunflower oil, so if I do laboratory glassware, that's methane and quartz. That's gonna be easy enough. 12 hours. Alright. So I need to build a clinic. Now that I actually have almost 200 science... I need to find a place to put this. This is actually a reasonable sized building for once. I don't want to get rid of berries, but I don't really need these. But I guess since we have so many beavers living over here, let's go ahead. I'm just going to put it right here. Hopefully it actually works. So now I have my stuff ready to go. Clinic, 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 clinic. that there. Don't tell me the entrance is on the second floor. Thank God it's on the bottom floor. Alright. Recipe. Oh, I don't have these, do I? What can I make? Strong alcohol. Tools and strong alcohol, paper, and basic balm. Mushroom juice. What is that lightning bolt thing? Is that like Gatorade? And oh, antibiotics. Definitely not Gatorade. I guess we'll just start making those. So, now that I finally have something, I guess. But we built it. People have been asking for this. Said, hey, you haven't had a clinic. Like, all right, well, there's no healthcare in water beavers. It's only suffering. So, of course, it took us 39 episodes to get there. But this is okay. Still waiting on quartz. Don't tell me I used all my quartz up and I'm not mining it anymore. That's almost certainly exactly what happened. Yeah, that's mining iron. Not anymore. Now you're getting quartz, which we do desperately need. Hey, at least we have the thing running. We've only been trying to build this for 5 episodes or whatever. So this is put in. That's actually great that that got done. But we still haven't solved our water problem, and because I haven't done the aquifer pump because I don't have the science for it. Which probably needs to do this rather than the whatever else we've been doing. But I think we are gonna need to. See, I don't really have a great way to put this anywhere. The way that this is laid out. So this is super far out of the way. I know they can go anywhere, but we have to have power going into this that causes a lot of problems. Okay. Actually getting pretty close to this being done, but I don't have the dynamite because the dynamite is going over somewhere over here. Maybe. Maybe it's going somewhere else. I honestly do not know. There's so many things that are in the process of being constructed. Oh, right here. Right here for the lotuses. We do need those. So let's... Nobody walk on top of this, okay? Alright. Now I can plant more lotuses here. That'll help a lot. Provided they can actually... Yeah, okay. And we have another drought coming in, and I only have 4,600 water. You think I would learn. You really think I would learn. But I suppose what's going to have to happen now is this whole mess is going to get moved around a little bit, because I don't need to come down here anymore to get anything. If I have this out... So this is only wide enough for 2 of these deep water pumps. Unless I move other stuff out of the way. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start building these here. Squeeze this all the way down. I don't think it's going to play nice for me here. I know I probably have to just turn this around, but it's a lot going on over here. Come on. There it is. Alright, so that's hopefully going to get built. And then we can replace these. But we can take this staircase out, and I can actually put a 4th one here. So that'll end up getting replaced like so. And I really can't get rid of these until all the water is gone. So, never-ending adventure fun. That's what this is. No grapes here, no grapes there. We probably need to grow more grapes, honestly. Probably not using nearly enough land to grow grapes. But we have 74 glass panes. That's cool. That is good progress right there. I can't do anything else with the stuff, but it's fine. So I have 161 science. Oh, of course, it's the berries. Okay. Nope, they need berries for that too. See, I thought having the berries grow wild up here would help more, but we just simply do not have enough berries. The eternal berry problem. Okay, we're still making quartz though, so that's good. I really want to blast this down, but I know it's going to take like 5 episodes to do it. And the ENS, to make science, requires all the stuff we're not making. Like weird udon. That's another thing I was supposed to be doing, was making weird udon, and here I am not doing that. So I don't have the weird udon recipe in this building. It has to go in... I'm gonna get massacred in the comments again for not knowing where stuff is. Grist mill. Where is my grist mill? I don't remember where I built it. Sheesh. It's probably over here somewhere. That's not a grist mill. I wish I could, like, in-game search for a building. It would be very nice. Where... Oh. Duh. It's right here. So this is already set to chestnut flour, which I need... Wait, hold on. Do I need to have the chestnut flour and the weird udon? No. Okay, good. Good, I can just have this make... I can just have this make the weird udon. But then I need nenifars, which I don't have, because I don't have enough... Sheesh. This is why you have to have the clockwork robotic farms. But the chestnut flour I don't think I'm worried about anymore, because we shouldn't be making chestnut beer anymore. Because I don't have... Yeah, this doesn't have enough chestnut beer, so it's just going to become... chestnut flour. Okay, so I can let this finish what it's doing, so we can do that, but I'm not going to make any more chestnut flour. At least not right now. I only have 4 left, so that shouldn't be a problem. It just takes 2 days for this fermentation to go. This is doing what? More chestnut beer. Okay. But eventually we're going to run out of chestnut flour, right? We should, and then I can just turn that back into something else. Oh, boy. So this is a scavenger flag that can go away. Sheesh. What am I supposed to do with all this? See, I don't even have nenifars to make the weird udon. And the weird udon has to go to the ENS to make science. Oh, and lotus flower tea. I stopped making lotus flower tea because why? That was one of those things that has to be made in... Oh, because I was making spicy sodas because I didn't have regular cooking house. I need another regular cooking house. Because that's the only thing that can make the tea, I'm pretty sure. Well, this doesn't require power, it just has to go somewhere else. And I have plenty of lotus flowers. So I guess I just need to have a stupid building to do this, huh? Alright, lotus flower tea. Do your thing. Hopefully it can get moved around. I have a bunch of cauldrons, so you know what? I'm just going to put another one of these in here. I probably should get cereal bars. Do I need to make cereal bars? No, I do not have berries, so these are both going to be making lotus flower tea. Hopefully that works. Maybe. How are we looking on our clinic here? So we are waiting on the rest of these to continue making antibiotics, but we have made some. It doesn't seem like I can really do much of anything without the beds, but I also have to research those, and I really shouldn't be spending 80 science each on these. I guess. We'll leave that alone. Alright, so the pumping actually is going rather well over here. Just got to get these switched out. I see wine. I see wine. It is being consumed. It better be making strong alcohol over here. If I remember. Okay. Okay, some of it is being stored as an ingredient here. Strong alcohol hopefully is being used as an ingredient and not being chugged by beaver frat parties or something. Boy, wouldn't that be something? I know that's a uniquely American thing, the fraternity party culture. But I think it would be hilarious if the beavers who are at the ENS would have a random chance to just go off and not do their job because they partied too hard the night before. I know that's probably not nearly the same thing as it is in some collegiate would be the correct word, cultures here in the U.S. This would ostensibly be French because of the name, but I don't know. Never been to France. I don't know if they party hardy at university like some people here do. I can't help but think there's something else I missed. I just don't have the science to do anything. It's like the main problem with almost all of this. So much dynamite that needs to get used for stuff. I can put one more lotus right here. They just, every dynamite that gets made, they just instantly put somewhere else. But now I have pumpkins, which is great news. Which means I should be able to make pumpkin chips, but I think the problem now is I don't have... Was it salt to make the pumpkin chips? No, this is, oh, surprise, it's sunflower oil. Absolutely nobody is surprised by that. But now the lotus tea should be coming over here. The weird udon is gonna be a different process, I'm sure. Yeah, because now it needs nenuphars, which I don't really have, because I don't have lotuses to harvest, and the nenuphars are going into a billion other things, which means I need to make the clockwork robotic farm for the nenuphars, but I can't do that until I have the robotics part factory, which I can't make until I have science of the 800 variety to research it. But now I have, if I put my dynamite here, just prioritize this, it's probably going to take a super long time, but I can put an iron thing in here. So, oh, but the problem now is I got to get power over here. And I already have this on top of a platform. Oh, and I can't build platforms on top of that. Oh, that's aggravating. Can I not, yeah, there'd be no reason for them to allow me to do this, but we're gonna... Man, can I... No, it's not gonna let me. Bridge platforms obviously aren't gonna... Wait a second. Oh, there's no way it's gonna let me get away with this. There's no way. It can't possibly. Okay, that one would have worked. You know what? Alright. Okay. I'll take your bait. I can't put anything else on top of this anyway, so... why don't we just do this? Bring this around the front here. This drill bit storage is going to have to maybe turn into... Nope, can't put anything on top of that anyway. That's going to come out this way. Oh, that means that's going to have to move, because that's where the power has to go in. Okay, so that means this now is going to have to turn into a staircase. And then this has to get moved, which means this now has to get... Oh, man. Alright. But now the problem is there's so much coal I can't really get rid of this. Well, I can, but it's going to make a huge mess on the ground, and that's going to cause other problems. I'm just going to go ahead and force this to be empty and go somewhere else. So now my power shaft, straight to vertical, that's going to have to go there, then this is going to have to go here, and then... that will work. And then this, because it's just a regular straight power shaft, can get turned into a three-way. Hopefully this ends up working. Okay, so this is empty, empty, almost empty, empty, Take those out. Get out of here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Now I just need the dynamite. It is of the utmost importance. I beg of you, bring me my dynamite. Then maybe we can actually get something accomplished today. That would be great. Would be wonderful. Is there any dynamite I can rip up out of the wherever? Ooh, yes. Yes, there is. So remove that. Then come get it and put it somewhere else immediately. And then I'll rebuild it. Got 2 days left in the drought. How are we looking on our, these things? Halfway there. Okay. So, end of next episode, we might have giant sequoias. We'll have to build a giant sequoia cradle, which is going to also need somewhere to go. We'll get it figured out, hopefully. How's the ENS going on? Okay, so no weird udon. The weird udon has not been made because we don't have nenifars. Hopefully, we can have the nenifars in the clockwork robotics farm, whatever, but I can't make that because I don't have the robot parts, because I don't have the science to make the building to make the robot parts. But once we have that, then we might actually be in okay shape. Now, just bring me the dynamite, plant it so we can explode it, so we can build the iron drill, so we can finally have this stuff balanced out. Not like we need more iron anyway, and we have all that dirt we have to do something with. These are ready to go. Okay. Mechanical drill iron ore. Iron ore what? Oh. Alright, get out of here. Build this and move on with your lives, I beg you. If I had more dynamite and more time to think about this, I probably would have built another thing up here, but I've got to find something to do with all this dirt. So if we are truly hunting for ways to utilize this, I guess, first of all, I should check and see. This thing in the middle is annoying. Yes. So I can put in one piece of dirt here. And that will allow me to build more of these aquifer pumps as soon as we have access to those. If I need somewhere to dump dirt, I might as well just keep on building. You know how it goes. But I don't know. I mean, if we really, really want to be extra. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about it until just now. Why I have so much dirt? How am I going to get rid of my dirt? I just fill this stupid thing in. Just send my beavers on a death mission to get over here, but let's just do that. Why not? Why not? Just put in a whole bunch of these things, these tall platforms all over the stinking place. But that, friends, is going to be viable. Especially when I just build one of these stupid things everywhere. Get the whole thing locked and loaded, and we're going to be cooking. They will never have too much dirt. They will never have too much dirt because I'm going to use all of it to enclose this stupid thing. Except now I've got to make absolutely sure there's no other building. Okay, these get built in the middle of the elevator to the abyss. I can't actually build it because it's 2500 science, but I am 90% sure these other buildings get built inside of the thing and they go down the hole. So we'll see what happens. If, this is my fervent plea to you, if you are the one who made the mod, or one of two people who's ever actually built one of these things, the Abyss Exploration, if I have screwed myself by putting these terrain blocks in this configuration, please immediately leave a comment telling me not to do this before they actually start placing the dirt, or we're going to have problems that I'm going to really not be able to solve. But I'm pretty sure this is okay. I just need to isolate this so it stops flooding with garbage. So, to that end, I will go ahead and I will just get this going. Just like so. Actually, no, I want these to be turned. I want these to be turned the other way so they can build them from the side. Should they actually be able to do that? It probably doesn't really matter, honestly, but the idea behind having all of these platforms set up exactly like this is so that they can build simultaneously instead of whatever. It probably doesn't matter, but we're going to roll with it anyway. So, that is going to work out nicely, and if it doesn't work out nicely, yes it does. This should cover just about everything here. Keep these guys from getting super flooded in the nasty juice. Hopefully. So that'll be where all of our dirt goes forever, probably. It'll take 10 billion years for that to go somewhere, but we have the iron ore drill doing something. Gonna have to have a glorious storage for the bits. I guess I'll just put that right back here because I had to move it. That goes there. And drill bits, surprise, surprise, we don't have any, so we need to make a set of laboratory glassware. This has to make drill bits now. I probably should build another factory over here to make drill bits only, but we're not at that point yet because everything takes time. Glass panes are about to be full up, so we're probably going to need to start making other stuff here. Oh, we can make silicon metal ingots out of coal. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? We actually already have enough glass completely full up here. Let's go ahead and just change this over right now. Make a storage for the silicon metal ingots if they go in a pile, which they do. All right. We're going to get through this. I know. I know. We just have all sorts of other garbage going on, but we are going to accomplish something. The silicon metal ingots are important too, because they can go into making the solar cells. I'm pretty sure for the solar array, which is objectively not a great power source, but it does work. I think that has to be made in a one of these things. I don't know, man. There's so much to keep up with. I want I want to have a clockwork hydroponic everything farm so I can get my land back. I got so much stuff to do. I can't even hope to ever accomplish all of it. But our insane why did I ever think to do this / why did I ever not think to do this construction of our cofferdam type whatever deal for this is finally underway. We need more water, and you know what I didn't do? I said I was going to do it. I didn't do. I didn't get rid of this. So we'll do that now. Drinking through a fire hose, and it's predictably like drinking through a fire hose. So that's 3 of those. That's 2 of those. Deep pump upgrades. Yes, this adds more beavers. No, there's nothing else I can do about it. And we need the water now. We can't really wait. So that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. So, by the time that's finished, we'll have a whole lot more water coming out of here. We've got these little storage tanks. I'm going to remove these, because we really don't need to have those tiny ones everywhere. This is still gathering materials for another set of blueprints for this, so it's going to go back to making scaffolding. These are just kind of infinitely looping, making the super fertilizing irrigation tower baths. I cannot make those because I don't have... Well, I do have the science for it, but I really should be using that science for other things because they're currently not super necessary. And we don't have fried rice. Why do we not have fried rice? All of these are making fried rice. We're missing sunflower oil. Is there a clockwork sunflower farm? Yes! Wow, okay, that was actually me riffing, but I suppose this probably should be the first one we build, honestly. This building is Okay, it's not going to show it on farmland, but yeah, we every hour we make more than one sunflower seed. So I guess that's good. Probably going to need like 5 of these, honestly. But these should stack, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I think what's going to happen here is we're going to turn the back part of this into just Clockwork Farm Central. Look how much we've accomplished today, even if it is incredibly frustrating not being able to do everything we need to do. We're making it work. We're making something work. We're doing our best. I think. Yeah, they're still working on putting these platforms in. Scaffoldings, unfortunately this requires scaffoldings to have anything taller than 1, but I guess that is okay. They're still building these deep water pumps. Oh, they need sunflower oil. Who would have thunk it? Man. I love it when we have unbelievable problems trying to get stuff accomplished. So everything bottlenecks and you can't do anything about it. Except try to solve the bottleneck, which only exposes you to additional bottlenecks. Did I already... Oh yeah, I super deprioritized all these. So where's my dynamite going? I don't know. Alright, so now the question is... Tree nursery, don't care about making that watertight. Giant sequoia feller is where? Is that under here? Okay. So this is the thing I have to find a place for before those trees grow up. I don't really have a good spot for it. Okay. That gets blown up. I guess I have... Oh, okay, literally just the metal fasteners left up here. Okay, because this... Gonna have to be deep water pumps. Well, okay, well, it doesn't have to be deep water pumps, but... Well, considering the amount of resources that these take that we don't have right now, I guess it just makes sense to have regular water pumps. Better than nothing. So we'll do that. We'll put the upgrades on top. Just to give these guys something to do up here, I know. Complaining about having too many beavers and then building buildings that require additional beavers. Look, it's the way of the water beavers, man. You're going to have a lot of beavers if you want to be able to do everything. There's probably some stuff I could trim that's a little superfluous, but there's so much. There's so much, man. Are we at least making weird udon yet? Okay, we are. And that's going into the ENS, kind of, to make science. But I've got 1200 science now, which means I need to stop playing and move on with my life because this is almost an hour and a half long. But the assembly line is finally something we can build. That is important to get done. So we'll go ahead and set this to robot parts. Other things that can make very useful as a replacement for the screw press. But the one we are most interested in is robot parts, which are going to need a storage to go somewhere. Probably, I know I hate to just have a bunch more tall platforms here, but now I've got space to go up here for some storage. Now this is a 3x3. I'm not going to need a 3x3 for robot parts, but I can put in one of these little crappy warehouses right here for robot parts. And then this requires to make robot parts. Nope, I have to look at the recipe because it's not finished yet. Metal, gears, planks. So I think we're going to need to just kind of leave this alone for a while. Maybe build another tall platform. Can't do that there. Can't stack platforms, so that really should have been a double instead of the little crappy wood one, but what can you do? What can you do? so that's going to end up being a mini crappy warehouse. Probably needs to be for gears. Everything else is everything else. It'll be okay. But, man, did we really, really, really need to get this assembly line built. Oh, man. Are we at least doing something with the dirt? Yes. Okay, so the dirt is coming in here to make our terrain blocks. One piece at a time. It's all going to take time. All going to take time. But we got a lot of great stuff done. We're in the process of improving other things. I need to have so much more sunflower oil. You have no idea how much more sunflower oil we need. It's a lot. But I think if I don't stop now, I'm never going to. So we might as well go ahead and just end this one now. I appreciate you being here so much, more than you could ever understand. I'm glad that we're sticking with this series, even if it is very frustrating. And all the other stuff we got to figure out a way to figure out, whatever. Words are hard. My brain has already turned it into fried mush now, an hour and 28 minutes into this thing. But Beard Boosters, you make it possible for the insanity to continue, so thank you / I'm sorry. But yeah, it's fun to get to, get to the end of these series. Or I guess now technically we're probably a little over halfway. It's not going to be 80 episodes. Don't worry. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you really do make it possible to continue doing all this other fun stuff. So, whatever it is that you're doing with the rest of your day, hope you have a fun and a safe time, and we'll see you back again on Sunday for the next video in this series. Of course, we have more Folktales Update 6. Getting back into Satisfactory 1.0 again as well. We had our first stream on Tuesday night, and that was a lot of fun. And possibly going to have another one tonight, as of the release of this video on Thursday. But would love to see you there. If not, that's fine too. We'll see you later, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.